Welcome everyone. Today's Timeless Pick a Card is looking into what will be revealed to you soon. We have three options today. Option 1, the Jaguar, option 2, the Arrow, and option 3, the Owl. Timestamps are in the description box. Pause the video now if you need more time to choose. See you at your option. Welcome, pile 1. You chose Jaguar, so this is going to be a reading. Okay guys, so right off the bat, you chose this card and it has the number 28 on it. So with the number 28 being there, what I'm seeing for you guys is power and energy. Power and energy. What will be revealed to you is how powerful and how energized you can actually be. Okay? Maybe this is something that you're not aware of or you thought was never coming back. Maybe you thought whatever's happening now is going to be that way forever. If you've been feeling low on energy, if you've been feeling disempowered, that is all about to change, okay? The number 28, power and energy. You're about to feel very empowered and energized, okay? Jaguar. So there could be some kind of connection you have to Brazil or the Amazon, okay, the forest. Maybe this is a place you want to visit, you have visited, or maybe you do have some kind of connection to the native tribes. Or I just also heard cacao ceremony, and I feel that is a Mayan ceremony, so there could be something to do with the Mayan culture, and I know that is unrelated to Brazil. But if you've been experiencing fear, okay, I'm seeing for those of you who have been experiencing fear, I feel you need to know what will be revealed to you is that you're actually very protected. You maybe don't think you are, but you are. And I feel what's going to happen and what will be revealed to you is that you, first of all, you're a lot more certain about what the path is, what path you need to tread, what your path is. And as soon as you gain the clarity that you've been lacking, that's when you're going to feel the courage to actually move forward. Because I feel the lack of courage that you've been experiencing, which has been leading you to inaction and stalemates and not doing anything, has been connected to fear. And that fear has been connected to the unknown. But I feel that you're going to get some clarity here on a situation that is going to show you that there's nothing to fear because you actually are protected, okay? What will be revealed to you is protection. Protection that is going to lead to confidence. Confidence that is going to lead to courage. Courage that's going to lead to taking action. So there's something here about raising your vibration. Maybe this is something you're already doing or you're going to do, whatever it is that, whether it is that you've started taking steps to move away from fear and raise your vibration, whether you're going to, what will be revealed to you is that you really have nothing to worry about. And a lot of what you worry about isn't even real. It's an illusion, much as what most of our fear really is. Because most of the times we sit in fear because we're overthinking, right? Especially overthinkers. And this goes for all the air signs. This goes for people who have strong Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in their chart, Scorpio in their chart. And anyone who overthinks. What happens when we overthink? We give too much energy to just one part of our entire being, which is our mind, right? And we forget about our body, we forget about our soul, we forget about our emotions, we forget about our relationships, because we're so focused on the thinking and thinking and thinking. And if you notice, the more you think, the more you think about something, the more you can find reasons to what can go wrong, what to fear, what happened in the past, what could happen in the future. You know, if you're always overanalyzing things, chances are you're feeding the devil. Because where does the devil live? In the mind. Because the devil is connected to illusions. And you know, overthinking and overanalyzing also leads to fears and, you know, all the things, what can go wrong will go wrong, Murphy's Law, right? And it means that you're not really feeling into anything. You're really not connecting to your intuition. And even if you did for a split moment, maybe you didn't even recognize it as being your intuition because you're so used to thinking and overthinking, because you're taught to think and overthink everything and analyze everything and rationalize everything. And it disconnected you from your feelings. What your feelings are really connected to your truth, your essence, your soul, your intuition, right? Which is the bridge between you and, trapped in this physical body and your soul. So when you do stop the overthinking and you shut the mind out, if you just sit with something and you just feel it, whether it's a thing, a person, a circumstance, even a thought, okay? Just isolate that thought. Take it out of your mind and put it into your heart chakra or your solar plexus chakra. Put that thought there. And if you don't want it to be a thought, write it as a phrase and put it there and look at it. How does it make you feel? Does it make you feel happy, joyful, uplifted, peaceful, loving? Or does it make you feel sad and drained and even nothing? It can make you feel nothing, right? Or depressed even, or whatever it is, your intuition knows best how you feel about something. So in some way, whoever's listening to this needs to practice feeling more. And so much like Marie Kondo with the way she advises people to declutter, is just, when in doubt, first of all, if you're in doubt whether you like something or not, that is a clear indication that it's not that important to you, or it's not that big of a deal to you. So that should give you your answer. But she goes as far as says, just pick up that object, whatever you are decluttering or in doubt about, or any object that you have in front of you. Put it close to your chest. How does it make you feel? Does it make you feel joyful? Or does it make you feel so-so? Or does it make you feel, bad? And of course there's a spectrum. It's not only these three, you have minus, plus, whatever. You have closer to joy, you have further away from joy. But if it doesn't give you ultimate joy, it's not really adding anything positive to your life, right? And so the same goes with people, the same goes with circumstances, places, situations, habits, thoughts even, right? If this thought is making you feel bad, unless you really thrive on feeling bad and that's something you really like to feel into because you're really going through it and you really want to feel the pain, which is also pretty valid. But then if you want to feel the pain, then you can't be complaining, unless you also like to complain, which is very low vibrational. But I'm talking about someone here who actually wants to get out of that funk. And if you do want to connect to your intuition and disconnect from the mind, because the devil lives in the mind, and then your mind becomes your own worst enemy. So if you really want to have this courage, this certainty, this clarity, it's by consulting with how you feel about something. And so there's something you did, are doing, will do, that is going to break you free from whatever this stalemate was and stagnancy. And it's going to help you move gracefully through a jungle of uncertainty. I hear doing it with fear, but doing it anyway. Fear is not even going to be something on the table anymore. And maybe that's something you're not used to living without, but the more you do it, the more it becomes addictive to live without fear. Until one day, it's like you can't even remember when it was that you did have fear. And I'm seeing that's the journey that you're on. So I see you gracefully moving through just all the jungle in your mind, getting out of it, and starting to see all the abundance that has actually been around you all this time. And feeling at ease and feeling at peace, really. and feeling comfortable with your shadows and with your whatever is going on there, and no longer feeding the beast, the fear. Okay. Wow. So what card should we use next from what deck? What will be revealed to you? Oh, a door to romance. This does not surprise me at all, because where there is fear, there cannot be love. Where there is fear, there cannot be romance, because where there is fear, things become too heavy and serious. That's the opposite of playful. And to have romance, you have to be playful, right? Life is serious, life can be hard, responsibilities, yada yada. But we all need to find time in our day to disconnect and to play and feel lighthearted and connect to our heart space. And then once you get used to this, you take this with you everywhere, to your work, to your responsibilities, and then everything just becomes lighter and easier. And so there's something about your approach that has changed, is changing, will change, that is then going to empower you and energize you and make you feel at peace to the point where you can experience this lightheartedness, this playfulness. And when you are in that energy, the door to romance opens up again, whether it's with someone you are already with, whether it is with someone new. That's not what we're looking at here. Because right now, your heart has been in this cage here. That's what's being shown to me. But is the cage, opening the cage, it's like the key to open the cage is that choice that you make or you made to raise your vibration. Raising your vibration is the very same thing as saying opening your heart. The number 33 could be relevant to you. The number 6, 6 is Venusian energy. Taurus, Libra energy could be in your chart somewhere. 33 is connected to the Ascended Masters, so you are connected to the Ascended Masters and they are with you, helping you through your journey and through your progress and evolution. 2 plus 8 is a 10, which is also a 1. So it's a new beginning leading you to Venusian energy, which is prosperity and love, okay? As a result of you having decided to or taken action to raise your vibration. Okay. Something about a daughter here, either you're a daughter or you have a daughter or someone's daughter. Now, if you do have a daughter and things have been tough between you and your daughter, I feel that you're going to be able to reach your daughter's heart, okay? Or your daughter will somehow find a way of reaching your heart. Or someone's daughter has an answer to your question. Okay, now I don't know what that means for someone, but it's someone's daughter has the answer to your question, or has the key that will help you open your heart, or has the key to gain clarity, to gain the clarity that you needed, okay? Something about that. Okay, for some of you, there's something about a daughter, or you as a daughter. Okay. We have Capricorn, so someone here could have Capricorn in their chart, and we have the boss. Maybe your daughter is a boss, or there's something about you bossing up here. And again, Capricorn is that Saturnian energy. It's very serious, right? It's very responsible, disciplined, ambitious. So again, this is your reminder that even though you may be someone who's very structured, very accomplished, very down to earth, very responsible, very serious, and disciplined, there's something here that may be a little bit rigid within you. And there's a need for you to tap into that inner child and be playful and allow yourself to disconnect from your responsibilities, or take them differently. I mean, the responsibilities can be there. You can take care of them without the heaviness, right? So there's always some element that you can remove from another element to make it something that is more manageable and workable, right? You can still be a boss and you can still be playful. You can still be a boss and you can still be have your employees happy to work with you. You can still be a boss and play, right? Because when you put together these qualities of someone who is responsible, who is disciplined, with the playfulness, you have a powerful magical potion of someone who becomes very creative and very productive as well. If you only have the seriousness and the discipline, and you become too rigid. But if you add the sparkle of playfulness and humor, and you make your environment a place where people and even you like to be in, then that creates magic, right? In any environment. I'm just going to give an example. I'm not saying you're this kind of boss if you are a boss, but maybe you're not. Maybe this is just the energy of bossing up, and maybe what will be revealed to you is an opportunity to be a boss, or a boss will give you an opportunity as well. Or for some of you, there's going to be romance with a boss, okay? That boss may have a daughter or something, or you may. That's just another thing for someone watching this, not going to be for everyone. I'm reading for a lot of people here. And look at this, heart chakra. Yeah, it's an opening of your heart chakra, unfurling back to love. So if life has been too heavy, if life has been too serious as of late, I see you getting out of that rigidity, because I see, and Capricorn, Saturnian energy is very connected to the devil, to fear, to being too hard on yourself and suffering too much, suffering a lot more than you have to, and then putting on a brave face and a cold front, like, no, I don't feel anything. No, everything's fine in my life. And you're allowing yourself and changing and connecting to your heart and allowing yourself to be more vulnerable. And that will also bring people closer to you, because they can relate to you. If you're always showing a front where, oh, I'm so successful, I'm so happy, that is not real. And Capricorns can be really good at that, especially a Capricorn rising, right? Everything looks hunky-dory like that. I'm a Capricorn rising, so I'm calling myself out here on that one, right? Because I do believe an image of success will attract success. That is one of the principles of manifesting. But I also understand how it can make people think that I'm cold, or I don't have feelings, or, and then I do end up suffering in silence because, I don't really share my pain with people. Or maybe not a lot of people, which also can be a good thing. But so, and so the thing is that it could be the case that you have these qualities, but something within you is changing, and you're taking the pressure off yourself to perform all the time. And when I say perform, is achieve, perform as in act a role or wear a mask, or you can relax a little bit about that, and you can still hold your image of success. We're human. We don't all have good days, right? We all have good days. We don't all have, not every single day is a good day. And that Capricornian energy can really give out those vibes, but then it also, a lot of people pick up on the energy and they're like, there's something here that doesn't match. And then they can't connect to the Capricorn, because the Capricorn is really, really, truly suffering inside, okay? So let's see. But I see a change within you where if you moved away from love for whatever reason, or from being vulnerable and lowering your guard, I see you lowering your guard, taking your heart out of that cage. And now look, if this is not you and you're thinking, no, wait a second, this is not me, I'm very connected, my heart is always open, I do not live in fear, well then this could be either your daughter, your boss, or someone you will be romantically connected to who has been keeping their heart closed off from you and everyone, and even themselves. That person, okay, that's another sign for some of you, The person who you have been dealing with, whether it's a daughter, a boss, or a romantic interest, or someone who has a daughter, that person is unfurling back to love, okay? I feel something in you has the key that's helping that person transform. And we have a dragonfly here, and when you see a dragonfly, the transformation is a lot more intense and deep and spiritual than that of the butterfly. So it's a life-changing change, let's put it that way. So whoever it is that you can identify in this reading based on the sign, based on your relationship to this person, that is what's happening, and that is what will be revealed to you. Okay. What will be revealed to you soon? Four of Cups. Okay, so Four of Cups. Okay, let's see. Seven of Wands. Ooh, okay. I want more. I want to take them. Judgment. All right. King of Wands. And King of Cups. Okay. Wow. So, I'm seeing two people who are masculine energies or one masculine energy. But I want to say this is one masculine energy, okay? Because they are side by side. And there's nothing indicative of anything else here. So what I'm going to say is, I'm seeing two things. So I'm seeing one person, I'm seeing two people. Anyway, there's something here that you don't have clarity about. There's something here that you're maybe discontent, dissatisfied with, bored with, or you are kind of wanting, but you feel like you don't have the offer that you want. Okay? And it's like you've just like conformed, or you've just accepted that this is what's going to be. There is a sense that you feel like you have to constantly defend yourself, or someone is very defensive toward you, or you feel like if you move, someone will attack you, or if you live in your truth, someone will, come for you. Or if you decide to lower your guard, then you're too vulnerable, and those who can smell your vulnerability can use it for evil. So you're always watching your back. Or you could be dealing with someone who is this way, or both, okay? But, I feel at the same time with Judgment here, you see the snake shedding its skin. What I see is that you're leaving behind an old self, or an old part of yourself that no longer is contributing to your progress, well-being. It's just like old skin, right? It's like an exfoliation of anything. So hence the decluttering references we saw at the beginning. So there's a sense that you're getting a second lease on life, a second chance at life. And you're making big decisions. It's judgment time, basically. The number 20 could be relevant, the number 2. And so you have a lot of pride. I'm seeing someone, either you or someone you're dealing with, okay? There's a lot of pride here. And I feel someone is going to let go of their pride. So there's an ego death going on, whether it's you or someone else, or both of you, okay? There's an ego death. And with this ego death, someone who operates in ego, someone who operates from fear, someone who is not connected to their heart, or is locked their heart in a cage, become too defensive. But someone who's very discontent about this, someone who's very bored, who's not happy about this, that person, whether it's you or this person, who may be a boss, your boss, or may have a daughter, or whatever, or just could be you, okay? This person is connecting more to their intuition now. And because of that, it's like they decided to raise their vibration and let go of pride, death of the ego, And because of that, this person is getting a new opportunity in life. It's like they're being reborn and allowing themselves to feel because they feel protected. Something has shown this person, whether you or someone else, that they can express themselves because they are protected. And there's not going to be like a gazillion crocodiles or alligators, whatever, that are going to come for them and eat them up. And because they feel protected. Now, again, they feel safe doing this, whether it's you or this person, okay? And so, but I kind of still want information here. Yeah, someone is confused and fantasizing about options. Someone's been through a lot with other people or with the way they think, or this could be you. Ooh, Queen of Wands. I'm seeing a twin flame couple here because, you know, Wands is fire, fire, twin flames, you know, fire flames. I always see the King and Queen of Wands. So it's like, it's almost time for this twin flame couple here for a victory and a new beginning. So what will be revealed to you, okay, now this is turned into a love reading completely, is that someone is making a decision here to let go of fears because it's making them unhappy. It's making them go through unnecessary battles within themselves. It's feeding the devil in the mind. Someone's having like an ego death and thinking that if you're living in ego, that's not the way to go. And someone wants to win in the situation, wants to make this work. And they know that they need to put their heart needs to be available for this new practical beginning, because this person wants to have a physical life with you, wants to be with you physically, meet up with you physically, live with you physically, you know, and be in the same place you are. And if this is you, this is confirming that this is going to happen. Because someone here is letting go of their ego, okay? Now maybe this is a case that both of you need to do this. And especially if you're twin flames, you're mirroring each other. Scorpio energy is here strongly. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Any other signs that I said before. What do you need to know about what will be revealed to you? Capricorn energy. Yeah, someone could have Capricorn, someone could be a boss, someone could be very serious and committed. Someone was born on a Saturday, someone may have been born on a Tuesday. We have Mars energy, which is also Aries. Ooh, someone is very masculine driven, very material driven, very driven to their finances. But again, the number 2 is Taurus energy. It's also second house of finances energy, but it's also the energy of 2, okay? A couple, 2 people. And that's what I'm seeing here is 2 people. I'm not seeing any more than 2 people. Well, actually I'm seeing 3 people, but this is the same person. Someone is going to take action here toward like a union here. But this is someone who has been mainly preoccupied with finances, and it seems like they've won in that department, or they're doing something here to have that in order so that they can make a movement forward. For some of you who need to know that. Others of you, I'm seeing something else. If you have your own business, you're going to win. You're going to have support. You're going to have customers. You're going to have followers. You're going to have money coming in. You're going to feel very stable, secure, and having a new beginning, that you're moving forward where materially you will be very well taken care of. Your health, your wealth, your home, your everything physical will be very stable, very prosperous, and very, very long lasting. Okay? Because it seems like you're taking the steps in the right direction here. But, you know, the advice is the more you can put your heart into this and move with courage and take action from the heart space and do what you love and what you feel connected to purpose-wise, the more you will profit. Option 1, that was your reading. It was a long one. I hope this was helpful, and I hope this brought you the clarity that you seek. It was a pleasure to read for all of you today. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps bring you more. Extra content is on Patreon. Information for that is in the description box. And if you'd like to see new videos pop up on your feed from me, all you have to do is click the bell for notifications and you will start seeing them come up. It was a pleasure to read for all of you today. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Until next time. Welcome. Option 2, you chose the arrow, so this is your reading. Number 3 could be relevant to you. 3. So 3, we have Gemini. We also have Mercury. Communication, progress. 3 steps, something about 3 steps or 3 ways to do something. 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, March. Socializing, social butterfly, life of the party. The arrow, shooting your shot. Decisions, the right decision. You want to make the right decision. How to make the right decision. What will be revealed to you is how to make the right decision. Maybe in social settings or something you've been thinking about a lot, or there's been a lot of research you've been doing on something, and so you want to make the right decision because you want to make sure that it's going to lead you to progress. Okay. The symbol of the arrow is also telling you that right now your heart and soul are aligned. So you kind of already know what to do. So the only thing getting in the way may be your mind at the moment. And so the only thing that could prevent you from ever being on target and hitting that mark would be attachments you have to outdated belief systems or staying the same and not making any changes. Attached to whatever reality you are in or whatever belief system or whatever thoughts that are keeping you from breaking free from the indecision, the stalemate. Too much ambition may be getting in the way. Okay, you're being called to reevaluate why exactly you want something. This could be something very big. This is an ambition that you have. And there's something here that's, a part of it is connected to your soul, but a part of it is ego. So if you truly ask yourself why you want to achieve this thing, what is the true answer that comes forward? Is this what you really want? Because your heart and soul are aligned and you know truly if this is truly what you want or not. And pursuing this may not be aligned with your life purpose. So, if anything, there's a need for you to release attachments to what society thinks is best for you, what makes logical sense but doesn't make sense to your heart. Your heart knows, okay? There's advice here to be true to your calling. Be true to your heart and soul because they are pointing you in the right direction. Don't let your mind and the ego fool you with fear. Release attachments that you know are holding you back. These could be addictions, thought processes, the way your self-talk, your self-concept. negative thinking, okay? There's going to be this moment where your intentions are going to meet the real world. And so you want to be ready for this. What are your intentions? Why are you doing what you're doing? What is the idea? Because what may be getting you closer to worldly success may not be the very thing that makes you happy. So ask yourself, what truly makes you happy? Is it a feeling when you're doing something with someone, where you are somewhere? Or, what is it that makes you happy? Forget about what other people expect of you, or believe that you need to be doing, or you believe other people expect of you, even maybe they're not even expecting anything. Because people are really, they have their own lives, and they're not even thinking about you at all. Like, they're doing their thing. So why are you worried about what society says? Or again, whose advice are you following as well? You look at that person, why are you following their advice? Do you think they're happier than you? Would you be happier if your life looked like their life? Do you see them as an image of success? Are they happy? So there's something about asking all these questions that is going to reveal what you intend to do. It's going to help you make decisions in the right direction, I would say. So you're being invited to ask yourself these questions right now. The gate, the garden, and the gate. I forgot to put this over here. The number 30 now, we have 2 3s. So angel number 33, master number 33 connected to the ascended masters. I feel there's a message in pile 1 for you. Pile 1 could be the continuation of pile 2, or pile 2 could be the continuation of pile 1 for a lot of you watching this. There's a decision here to stay or to go, whatever the circumstance, place, situation is for you. Do I stay or do I go? Should I stay or should I go? Because you know what you've planted here. You know what this garden is. Out there, it seems, free, and it seems spacious, but it all looks like one color, because that's the view that you have from where you are. It doesn't mean that there aren't more gardens beyond. But something is like, there's a certain transformation with the butterfly going here that is pulling you in a direction of wondering what it's like out there. But there's a sense that you already know what it's like where you are, which also brings a sense of comfort. There's Taurus energy coming through with this garden. What will be revealed to you? You've got the power, okay? Now, I also heard just because you're going to explore doesn't mean you're going to lose this garden. Especially if you're honest with yourself. And we have a balancing act going on here, but you can balance things out. You do have the power to juggle and balance this. You have the abilities to resolve whatever situation you're dealing with. You can do it. And we have the butterflies here again from a different deck. Hamsters could be relevant, butterflies, ladybug. So luck is with you. And the dragonfly, which came out in pile number 1. So the small transformation you think you're going through is a lot bigger. There's a lot more going on, and there's a lot more that you're still going to transform that you don't see. And the reason why you're being called outside of this garden and this gate, whatever this represents for you, is because there's more that you need to explore in order to progress in life, to ascend spiritually, whatever it is you're trying to do here. You can do it. You have the power in you. Maybe you haven't seen it yet, but it is in you, and you have the ability to solve whatever the situation is. And maybe you don't really see that. Virgo could be somewhere in your chart. Goes back to that Mercury energy. There's something about being methodical, and again, you're very aligned. You may be someone who, if you feel something in your body, you know exactly what it is and where it's coming from and what you need to do. Or there's something about you being more methodical, doing your research and aligning yourself with healthier choices. And being efficient when it comes to your health, being efficient when it comes to your day, decluttering your space when you need to. Because when we do remove things, situations, people, circumstances, places from our lives that no longer are assisting us on our path, we create space, energetic space for things that will help us move forward and feel better in our lives. Interesting this is coming up because I recently added a new challenge here on the channel. It's called the Glow Up Challenge. I just decided that because, you know, it's to improve ourselves physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and it's an overall, like, I called it the Glow Up Challenge, but you can call it whatever you want. So you can still jump in and participate. Maybe you are already. If you are, shout out to you and let me know in the comments and how it's going, of course. But actually, I'm thinking about taking all those videos to a new channel because I know that vlogging and being on a channel like this is probably not going to be the best option. So if you do want to be subscribe to the channel, and you will start seeing my community page to see when I do transition to a new channel with that. But the alchemist, I'm looking at the word the alchemist on this card here. What will be revealed to you is that you have the power to transmute energy in your life, to transform negative into positive in your life, and to become the alchemist of your reality, to create the reality that you want to see, the person you want to be. And it starts with self-concept. What do you believe of yourself right now? And start changing that immediately. I may even put a self-concept affirmation meditation out. There's an affirmation meditation to raise your vibration that is already out, but I feel the need to put a self-concept to correct our self-concept of self, so we can start from a place of believing in ourselves first and foremost, so then we can make sure our manifestations also carry out accordingly, according to the vision of ourselves that we already feel and see that we are, rather than depend on a skewed vision of ourselves, or maybe we called it the real vision of ourselves based on whatever, right? It's creating a new one. Internal explorer. So maybe you've been doing a lot of internal exploration, and that is Hermit energy, that's Virgo energy. The research. So it's like you're going within to do this research, and there's something that you're going to find here, and it sparkles and it glows. See? The glow up. It starts from the inside out. Again, the glow up channel. The glow up channel. Ooh. Okay, maybe we got a name for the channel. I'm going to write that down. Don't know what that means, but I'll take it. Maybe it's corny, but I'm going to sit with that. The glow up channel. Anyway. And the number 32 here is jumping at me now. 32 is a number of victory. It's connected to the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands did come up in pile number 1, by the way. There's something here that you're going to find that is your winning thing. It's the thing that's going to show you that you're a winner, or make you realize that there's always been a winner inside of you. Something about what you find is going to change you, because 3 plus 2 is also a 5. It's going to change something about you and your life here, whatever you find, okay? We have a tear, we have a lotus flower on the crown chakra. The tear. It's like you've cried many tears, something about your intuition is very lit right now. And it's almost like you force connected to your intuition, because staying in the ego and in the mind was too painful. And it got to a point where all you could do was turn to your intuition, because it just became too much. Because it put you through too much to be in fear and ego unnecessarily. But it was necessary for you to grow. And the only way you could survive in such murky conditions of fear, such as the lotus flower represented there, is because you decided to turn your obstacles into stepping stones. What didn't kill you made you stronger. What should have weakened you, you turned things around. Something inside you wanted you to survive, and that survival instinct came out in a bigger way, not just in a fight or flight mode. It came out in like survival of the soul. Okay? And I'm seeing a process of hitting rock bottom, and once you hit rock bottom, you cracked. What happens when there's a crack? The light comes in. And then the light shows you why you allowed yourself to go so deep and to hit that rock bottom. Because it shows you the core wound that was there. And now that you see it, and you have no other choice but to acknowledge it and deal with it, because there's nowhere to go but up, that is the very spark that you needed to go up again. 5 of Wands. Yeah, it's been challenging. It's been a battle. You feel like you've been dealing with constant competition in your life. 2 of Wands. Planning, hoping for more. 3 of Pentacles. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. All right. King of Pentacles. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy here strongly. So look, there's something about where you are that has been challenging. You also see exploring beyond where you are as a challenge, but it's like you're making some kind of a plan, or you're being advised to make some kind of a plan to move through these challenges, because you can do this. You can solve the situation. You have the abilities to do so. And it has something to do with creating a solid, stable foundation for yourself. But maybe you struggle with believing that you're capable of, because you struggle with self-concept. But you can be the one turning this around and aligning yourself. And this has something to do with financial stability. Stability with a partner, a stable partner, whether this is business or love. I'm not seeing what it is. King and Queen of Pentacles could be a married couple. And we do have, okay. Let me just clarify. 5 of Wands, Justice, the bat. So the bat is telling me that there is some change that you are refusing to see or take upon or do. And this card is saying, do yourself justice and make the changes. Okay? There is some kind of karmic contract here, or justice system thing that has been made. For some of you, if you have like a court case going on or something in the justice system, it's bringing you a lot of challenges, okay? It's putting you in competition with something. You're going to win the competition, by the way. 5 of Wands, 6 of Wands. 32 is the winner. You're going to win this justice case, whatever this is. But with the bat here, it's like, even if you win just the case in court, if that's a case in court, it could be just a karmic justice thing, okay? If you don't make the changes for yourself that are necessary, you're still going to feel like you're struggling, even if you win. Does that make sense? 10 of Cups. Do yourself justice. Do yourself justice and make the change, because it's going to lead you to emotional fulfillment. Your plan will be on track. There's something you're wanting, longing for, but you feel you don't have it. And you know there are many struggles to get there. One of the struggles could be a contract that is in the way, or something about legalities. But you know this is your happily ever after or whatever. Ace of Cups. This is a new emotional beginning here. A new foundation. One that is stronger, solid, sturdier. And it's one that your heart is very, very, very connected to, because it's like overflowing love you have for this new beginning. But it's the only thing getting in the way of you in this beginning is your fears. The Tower. Because this is going to bring down a faulty foundation in place of a new one that is more aligned with who you are. And it also means that it's going to connect you with your truth, and maybe you're afraid to disconnect from a previous mask you were wearing to being your truthful self and being truthful with others and yourself. The Lovers, it's taking a big decision. It involves a big decision, and it could involve a soulmate here. Gemini energy. Gemini, Scorpio energy coming through. There's a big decision to bring down a faulty foundation here. And you're focusing on the challenges and the struggles. But if you do get through this, you will win. And you will do yourself justice. Page of Wands. Something you feel passionate about. But there needs to be an ending here to something that's bringing you pain. We have the Empress. Libra, Taurus energy, Eight of Wands. You know where you want to go. You know what will make you feel bountiful and abundant and prosperous and supported. Could involve travel somehow, a lot of communication. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of people here now. There's someone here who is your energetic match. And you know who this person is. But it takes breaking away from a previous cycle, place, circumstance in your life. And you've got the power to do this, even though you don't believe so. Two of Pentacles. Juggling a situation. The more you hold yourself back from doing this, the crazier things get, the more indecisive you get when you're meant to have a new beginning here and take a leap of faith toward the star, which is your wish fulfillment. And the star is telling you that you're going to get your wish fulfillment if you embrace this new beginning, because this is where you are. That's what you want. And you feel this. So if you're doubting this reading, maybe it's not for you, but if you're resonating with this reading, it's because you are connected to your intuition and you know this already. But just fear gets in the way sometimes. What will be revealed to you is that you can have your wish fulfillment if you take the leap of faith, if you have the courage. 5, change. Something needs to change, or something is going to change. Something about the month of May. 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 years. Mercury. Number 5 is the number of Mercury. We have Gemini and Virgo energy here. Communication brings change. Aquarius. Something new, something bigger than yourself, something that is a long-term goal, something that you wish and dream and hope for. You hope and wish and dream for this change, but you need to be honest in your communication about this. Honest with yourself first and foremost. Honest with everyone else around you. Honesty is the way. Okay? That was your reading, pile 2. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Let me know how this resonates for you in the comment section. If it did not, choose another pile. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps me bring you more. Extra content is on Patreon. Information for that is in the description box. And if you want to see more videos on this channel, hit the bell so that you are notified. It was a pleasure to read for everyone today. Have a beautiful day and see you sometime soon. Bye. Till next time. Welcome, pile 3. You chose the owl. The number 39 could be relevant to you, as well as the number 3. Oh, wow. So the number 3 came out in all 3 piles. So there could be a message in pile number 1 and pile number 2, or one or the other, if you felt called to any of the 2. Now, I must say pile 1 was a 30-minute long reading, and pile 2 was a 15-minute long reading. So I'm starting to understand why the readings get shorter as the piles go. But you know, the other day it happened where pile 1 and 3 were quite lengthy and pile 2 was less lengthy. So it's not always the case. The owl is always connected to wisdom, okay? And I also connect the owl to Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, which could be somewhere strongly in your chart. The owl is also the master of the night. Owl can see things, can see situations, or let's say things in the darkness, right? They can see in the dark. So metaphorically speaking, this is something about you being able to see situations that are murky, foggy, mysterious, or cryptic, and you can see them clearly. So you can see through the BS, you can see what's there, even if someone's trying to hide it, especially when they're trying to hide it. So you may have this discernment to see the truth when others are sightless. There's also something about finding the light in the darkest moments of your life here. I feel you are someone who has that ability, or you will realize what will be revealed to you is that you do have that ability to find lightness in the dark. There's also a message here of you getting messages from the higher realms, messages that other people don't necessarily get. Something about your ancestors also being with you, communicating with you through your intuition, through your claircognizance, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, whatever. And maybe you think these are your thoughts, your sensations, when it's actually your spirit team communicating with you. There are hidden messages around you and synchronicities that if you look around you, you will notice. So there's something about taking notes in the details and researching what these hidden messages could be. There could be a friend coming in to show you something that you have been in denial with, and you may feel triggered. You may want to shoot the messenger, but there's a sense coming through of being grateful for receiving the message rather than being triggered. Okay? And you know, even if you are triggered, you're going to give it some time and you're going to look back and you're going to acknowledge whatever this is, because you're going to be ready to. Maybe when you get the message, you don't feel like you're ready. And this could even be something that's mirrored back to you about yourself, parts of yourself that you dislike and you don't want to recognize. And it may trigger you. But you know what? Don't be afraid of the truth, because, you know, sometimes what we dislike in ourselves, it's because we think other people don't have these qualities, or because we don't see them as qualities, or because we associate that to evil, or not evil, but it's it being bad, right? It's not necessarily evil. It's just a trait that other people tend to judge or And it could even be a good trait, right? So don't be afraid of who you are and seeing yourself exactly as you are, because that's the only way you can change whatever you want to change, accept whatever you feel you need to accept, integrate whatever should be integrated. And because without other people showing us who we are, we don't really have a compass. We only truly see who we are in our behaviors toward other people, in our behaviors in life. It's not just by sitting and thinking that we see who we are, it's through our behaviors. And if something is mentioned about our behavior, now, not everything we hear from other people has to lead to change, because someone may have an opinion and may not like the way you do something or say something because it goes against, things they like. But at least you can sit with the thought, and maybe it is something that you want to change or accept or integrate and acknowledge, or even see as a strength where before you used to see it as a fault. Okay? The owl also guards against self-deception. So if you've been deceiving yourself in some way, or allowing deception to seep in and set in, you're going to prefer the truth. It's like the pretty lie, maybe once where you weren't ready for the truth. I feel now you're going to be ready for the truth, and you're going to be willing, and you're going to prefer the truth, even if it hurts. At least, it helps you make clear decisions. It helps you stay on track with what is right for you, because deceiving yourself has put you in a lot more pain than you anticipated. And maybe you had to go through that pain to understand that maybe you prefer the truth. Okay? There's also a sense here that if you don't feel ready to take action, you're being invited to wait patiently right now, even if you want to act impulsively, because the right time to act is near, but it's not right now. Because then when you do make the decision, you won't have remorse. So it's time for analyzing a situation, because then when you do make the decision, there's no hesitation here, okay? All right. The owl. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I just heard that song. So that could be for someone. What will be revealed to you? Maybe it's been raining where you are, and once it stops raining, you will see something clearly that you couldn't see because it was raining. Okay. First chakra, base chakra, Archangel Michael is with you. By the way, the number 35 could be relevant, and the number 8. There's something here about stability and prosperity that is coming through. Maybe you do have fears associated to stability in your life. Progress towards stable prosperity. Making progress towards stable prosperity. What will be revealed to you is that you are making progress towards stable prosperity, but there's something you may be in denial of about your insecurities, your fears, your anxiety, anything you're dealing with that's low vibrational, whether it's shame, guilt, worry, depression, anxiety, fear. You're in denial about how you've been sabotaging your progress. You may be in denial of how you've been sabotaging your ability to have stable prosperity in your life. Okay? Saturn. Maybe you're putting too much pressure on yourself. Maybe you're making it heavier than it needs to be. Maybe there's too much of an emphasis on the material world and not enough on the spiritual. Maybe you're not trusting the process and you're trying to control the process too much. One thing is to take action and to flow. Another thing is to try to control the process because you're not trusting that you're co-creating with the universe, God, Spirit, and you're doing this on your own, which you're not. There's something keeping you stuck, and it has to do with rigidity. Maybe too much structure, not enough allowing yourself to change and explore, and because you're fearful that if you do change anything or explore beyond what you already know, it will bring down a faulty foundation or some kind of foundation that makes you feel safe, but you're not necessarily safe. It's an illusion. Travel. Maybe you need to travel, and it says an upcoming trip proves to be life-changing in positive ways. So this is telling you that change will be positive, especially if it involves travel here. Okay. Last card here, we have luminescence, the number 35 coming through yet again. So we have 35, 35, angel number 35, 35. What is this telling us? It's telling us that progress will be made toward stable prosperity, but it requires change and possibly even travel. Only if you change or travel, or both, will you gain the clarity that you need to illuminate the path in the dark. Because right now, if you are in the darkness, it's because you are in fear. If you are feeling guilty, shame, anxious, worried, depressed, it's because you are not allowing yourself out of the darkness, or allowing yourself the changes you need to make to come out of this darkness and to connect to your heart, to your center, to the center of courage that will help you make the necessary progress you want to make that would lead to stable prosperity. It seems like for you, prosperity comes and goes, but to stabilize that, you need to remove the fear, and you need to allow the change. If you remain in fear and if you don't allow change, you're going to be stuck in a cycle of prosperity, poverty kind of thing. You're not making it stable because you're not allowing yourself to fully connect to your heart. And so what will be revealed to you is if you do make this change and if you do travel, you will reach this stable prosperity. The Chariot, travel, something to do with travel or taking chances or going after something you want to go after. And the number 7, it's a spiritual pursuit. It's connected to your soul. It's something you really feel called to do, and your heart is here. The way to win is through your heart, because that heart is surrounded by a winning, crown or something. So your heart is going to lead you to victory, and that is what should be directing this Chariot. And we have all these chickens here, which to me are naysayers, people in your ear who are trying to deviate you from following your heart. You know the way. Doubt only seeps in when other people weigh in, especially people who may have this voice that sounds like a chicken, okay? Or a rooster, or whatever. 5 of Swords, yeah, it's people interfering with your thought process, people aren't creating the mental conflict. You are allowing people to seep into your mind to the point where there's mental conflict there. Maybe there are people around you who are in direct confrontation with you, like there's fights going on, or they're always telling you what to do, and they're going against what you know what's best for you, and you're always having to fight these people off with, you know what's best, but you still have to kind of feel like you justify yourself, or you're constantly in a verbal battle with someone. High Priestess, when all you want is peace, and you, with the bat here, there's change that is upon you that you're meant to embrace, but you're refusing to, so you just stay there until you gain the perspective that you need to gain, which is why you're upside down. You're being called to look at things from a different perspective, but the fact that there's so many people in your ear and wanting things to go their way and fighting against your intuition, you just stay there. You know what your intuition is, but you keep yourself stuck. You see things from a different perspective, but it's like you're refusing to change. You don't want to ruffle any feathers. Ace of Swords, but you know the truth. You know the truth. You know the direction. You know where your victory is, right? You're aware with the star here how to achieve your dream, your long-term goal, whatever you know will heal you or your situation. And even though you see the truth, you allow yourself to stay stuck. But Eight of Pentacles is telling me that you're going to start taking the practical steps toward the truth that you see, because you've been illuminated. And you can't unsee this truth now that you've seen it. So I also see what will be revealed to you is a clear path ahead. You're going to know exactly what to work toward and how to do it and how to get where you want to go. How to overcome naysayers, how to overcome mental conflict, how to overcome conflict with other people so that you can work constructively toward that 8. Okay, we have 888, that stable prosperity here that you're wanting. 10 of Wands, you've been feeling burdened. There's something about being able to delegate. Maybe you haven't been delegating out of fear that other people will not do or perform as well as you would, or maybe you're enabling people around you and you're doing too much and overburdening yourself and feeling stuck because you're enabling people to not grow, and hence they're not going to help themselves, which in turn they're not going to help you. You're going to be drained. And so there's something about understanding that this is not helping you and it's not helping anyone. You're like swimming against the stream. The Wheel of Fortune is telling me that there's a part of you that needs to relax about the process. You're thinking too much about a situation, or you're listening to too many people here, and what you need to do is stop listening. And we have 4 owls there telling you that you have the wisdom. You know what to do. You don't need external validation, right? If anything, with the 10 of Wands next to the Wheel of Fortune and all these owls and these chickens down here, is that other people's opinions are slowing you down, keeping you away from... See, you have chickens in your ear when you're the owl, and you're allowing chickens to burden you with information, and it's like you're in overdrive here. And it's almost like these people are becoming oppressive toward your truth and what would bring you a true fortune, a true turn of events that will lead you towards success and completion and dharma. It's like listening to whoever these people are is keeping you in a karmic cycle that you can break free from. It's keeping you away from living in your purpose because you're in fear that you may ruffle feathers, and so you keep yourself away from your purpose. Hence, you keep yourself away from your dharma, and you keep yourself in karmic cycles. 4 of Pentacles. There's more that you could be accomplishing right now. And you're realizing that you're the one keeping yourself from this because you're allowing these voices to take over your mental clarity. Death and a rebirth. Scorpio energy. It seems like you're taking out the trash. You're identifying the toxicity for what it is, and you're taking it out of your life. You're using your wisdom, finally, to let go of whatever is holding you back from achieving this long-lasting, stable prosperity. And that very decision to move away and take out the trash, whatever toxicity is there, is going to put you on a path to slowly but surely, slow and steady, winning the race there and taking those practical steps toward building that prosperity day in, day out without interference. Going where you need to go, doing what you need to do, traveling where you need to travel, following your intuition, following your heart, because again, your heart knows the way, and your heart wants you to travel somewhere. Six of Pentacles, balancing your life out. Temperance, it's been taking time, because the only reason things have been taking time is because you've been giving into these opinions or the wrong advice. Three of Cups, from people who maybe even drink too much, or they don't really have the right mindset. These are people who maybe are your friends, or people who have addictions, the moon, yeah, and have their own issues that they're not taking care of, but they seem to have opinions for everyone else. Eight of Cups, it's time to walk away and follow your intuition, that shooting star that is leading you to your hopes and wishes and dreams coming true. Follow your heart, Knight of Cups. The Hermit, move away from anyone who, again, is keeping you from truly manifesting the things that you're capable of manifesting on your own with your own discernment, okay? Mercury, communication, maybe too much of this, too much socializing, too many opinions, too much communication going on here. The number 6, maybe on a daily basis, maybe it's people you deal with on a daily basis. Libra, it's time to find your balance, okay? And to do yourself justice. It's time for karmic justice. It's time to, instead of listening to other people, is doing and taking the practical steps you need to take. Gemini, Virgo energy here in Libra, in order to achieve what means balance to you, what represents your own balance here. Okay, option 3, that was your reading. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Let me know how that resonates for you in the comment section. If it did not, choose another pile. Thank you for commenting, sharing, subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps to bring me more. Also, thank you for your likes. And if you'd like to be notified of future uploads, hit the bell for notifications. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Till next time.